The Sun going for Mersey beat Klopp's title nightmare. Back page of the Times, Liverpool's title dream in tatters. The headline in the Mirror this morning is Blew It. The Daily Mail, You Blew It Klopp. And the back page of the Express, Jolt from the Blues.
It's amazing how the papers turn things around, isn't it? You blew it, Klopp. You know, 1 minute he's a genius, and now you've blown it.
You know what? We've spoken to a number of Liverpool fans this morning who also feel that that's it. But you've got to look at the fixtures for Arsenal ahead. They've got Tottenham Hotspur this weekend. They've still to go to Old Trafford, depending on which Manchester United rocks up. Look at Manchester City, Brighton tonight. Could there be an upset? They've also got Spurs at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's not all over for Liverpool, is it?
As Roy Orbison said, it's over.
Listen, they can drop points, but I just look at Manchester City now and I just can't see them dropping points. Arsenal as well can drop points, but they've hit form. I mean, don't get me started on Chelsea.
No Haaland tonight, Gab.
Yeah, but you've got Alvarez, you've got Foden, Doku, Grealish. I just think they'll have enough to beat Brighton, even though Brighton can turn it on. But I just think Liverpool, I don't know, players like Núñez, I mean, yes, he's electric. You don't know what you're going to get from him, but sometimes you want to know what you want to get from a player. Like last night, the ball's been played into him, bad first touch. Firmino, if he was in them positions, would have been setting 1-2s and finishing off chances. The front three missed too many chances. Again last night.
I mean, it wasn't good enough last night. Mo Salah, I mean, since AFCON, also the Saudi rumours, it feels like he's really disappointed people with his performance last night.
He's if you think back over the past several weeks, he's had big chances and hasn't put them away. Normally, Salah, go, and he's just missing a few now. But look, he's only human. Maybe he's disappointed that Klopp's leaving. Maybe
do you think that's had an effect on players?
I think so.
I don't think they should have announced it. I know it's difficult now because before you know it, Fabrizio Romano will know that you're looking for a new manager, so you can't keep anything out. But I just thinking that saying you're leaving that early for me has had a negative approach on Liverpool Football Club.
Okay. Also, back page of the Sun. Thank you, Bruno. You know what I mean, Harry. Manchester United 4, Sheffield United 2. Sheffield United taking the lead at Old Trafford and then making it 2-1. Also, Bruno Fernandes, though, saving the day, a brace from him. And thankfully getting the job done. But Erik ten Hag feeling like he was another 40 minutes away from possibly losing his job. Is that enough? Is that convincing enough?
I mean, they made difficult of the win, but they did have, a lot of attempts on goal, Manchester United, and, maybe he'll come out and say, you know what, we knew we were going to win. But it's not even last night, it's in general this season. Look at the Coventry game, you're 3-0 up and you get back to 3-3, you win on penalties.
What did you make of his outburst to the press? You're a disgrace.
I think once you start having outbursts at the press, doesn't end good for you.
I'm sorry, but Fergie used to ban the press. He is well within his rights. If he's asked a question, do you think it's embarrassing to go back at the press?
No,
that's what they're there for. How are they so entitled to chuck out disrespectful questions like that?
Going back at the press, but I think once you go at the press, it only ends up one way, especially when your team isn't performing to the levels they should be. You're not
handling the press.
You're not going to beat him.
Shebahn.
Fergie done it, but they're at the top.
It's not all black and white, Shebahn.
It should be. It's a simpler thing when it's black and white, isn't it?
It's handling the press.
With Fergie, they were top all the time, most of the time, fighting for the league titles, fighting for Champions Leagues. Now, they're nowhere near the top 4, got no chance of getting Champions League football. If you're coming out and you're having little outbursts at the press, they'll finish you.
Okay, let's talk about Maurizio Pochettino.
Don't get the huff.
I'm not getting the huff.
What have the press done to you?
I don't understand why you're saying it's an outburst from Ten Hag.
Of course it was.
It's not an outburst. He was asked a question, he answered it.
No.
He said, you're embarrassing.
No. Are you a Man United fan?
Well, it doesn't matter. I just think that any other manager is allowed. Pep has a moan all the time. Klopp has a moan all the time. He has a go at you. Do you know what I mean? Erik ten Hag, because there's so much pressure on him and he's Manchester United managers to sit and bat off the press and handle them like they're entitled to.
Manchester United manager for now. It's not lasting.
Okay.
Alan called it months ago, didn't he? He said it's not all right with Ten Hag at Manchester United.
I don't think he's done enough to keep himself safe in the summer. I think they'll give him till the end of the season. 4 games to go. we know what's happening. If they win the FA Cup, great, but I still don't think it's a convincing enough managerial appointment to keep them going.
If I'm Sir Radcliffe, I'm booking him a flight now, EasyJet to Amsterdam,
EasyJet.
Manchester Airport.
Right.
And last game of the season, pack your stuff, off you go. Joke's over.
Harsh. By the way, just quickly, back page of the Times.
It's got to be quick.
Tom Alnut, Maurizio Pochettino's future is hanging in the balance after Tuesday's 5-0 defeat with Arsenal, with European qualification believed to be a key factor in whether he will keep his job for next season. Mopo, does he keep the job next season at Chelsea?
I think he's got a squad of how can I say it, dolly mixtures, as in some do it for him, some don't fancy it, some do fancy it, some show great character, others like I'm on the bench.
Nicholas Jackson fighting to take a penalty, and then he gets a 1v1 and he hits a slide netty when the whole goal's open. Some nerve on that guy, honestly. Wants the easy penalty to get his goal tally up. When you get through and you get chances, you never back him to school.
There you go.
I'll go and have my lie down now then.
Yeah,
Thank
go
you.
and read your press
Go and have a
report.
look at your posters of Ten Hag.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.